A woman can eat 58 dumplings and a bowl of rice in one sitting. But she doesn't like cooking. The neighbor only eats half a dumpling at a time. But she loves cooking. Although it's just a hobby. But she finds joy in it. In her spare time, she posts short videos. And has gained many likes. But fans can only watch and not help eat. In fact, she prefers making large portions of food. But she struggles with her small appetite. She has too few friends around her. Just like how art cannot exist without an audience. Fine cuisine cannot be considered cooking if it's not tasted. Her name is Xiaoye. One day after work, she ran into a neighbor on her way home. Seeing her carrying a large bag of takeout, she couldn't help but be curious. Are you having a party at home? No, I'm eating alone. Xiaoye teased. Your appetite is so enviable. The next day, back at the office, eating her homemade lunchbox as usual. Colleagues are all very envious. They can only eat takeout. The supervisor joked that everyone should learn from Xiaoye. This is the epitome of a model girlfriend. Unfortunately, I can't find a woman who can cook. Xiaoye couldn't help but be distracted again. I just simply like cooking. But in the eyes of the world, I am seen as a man. The more I think about it, the angrier I get. Just happened to hear the neighbor, who has a big appetite, coming home from work. But Xiaoye hesitated. After all, I'm not familiar with her. It wouldn't be appropriate to invite her over for a meal out of the blue, right? But food shouldn't be wasted. So I mustered up the courage and rang the doorbell. Sorry, I cooked too much because I really enjoy cooking. Xiaoye felt very embarrassed. Unexpectedly, Xiaochun enjoyed the meal. Looking at the person in front of me eating dry rice, Xiaoye was unexpectedly touched. Finally found the ideal meal partner. From now on, strict love can be tidied up. From now on, it's unstoppable. Curry rice, meatball spaghetti, tomato and corn omelette rice, quality tomato salad rice. Every day is different. Surprisingly, on this day, Xiaochun unexpectedly offered to pay for the meal. Always mooching off others for food and drinks is embarrassing. You really don't have to give me money. Actually, I should thank you. I am someone who is willing to spend money to cook. You just need to eat. Then I'll help you wash the dishes. Xiaoye is curious how much a big eater like you spends on food in a month. 1/3 of my income goes to food. Indeed, prices are high now. It's hard for women to get a raise. Xiaochun feels that both are ordinary women. Life is not easy. I don't want to take advantage of others. I should still take the money for this meal. Xiaoye was persuaded. Then I'll make more delicious food for you. Xiaochun is looking forward to it. Can you eat sweet food? Sour, sweet, bitter, spicy, and salty are all fine. As long as it's cooked, it's fine. Xiaoye is ecstatic and ready to show off. But unexpectedly, her period came the next day. Xiaochun is eagerly looking forward to a feast. But Xiaoye suddenly disappeared without a trace. Women's words are indeed deceiving. Little did they know, Xiaoye was feeling unwell. Suddenly, the phone rang. Is it because you're feeling unwell? Actually, it's that time of the month, and I'm out of sanitary pads and painkillers, I can't move. What type of sanitary pads do you usually use? I'll go buy them. Xiaoye suddenly felt that this neighbor was very kind-hearted. Just like when my mother took care of me when I was young. Soon, Xiaoye heard a knocking sound in a daze. Spring has arrived after all. I don't know which brand you use either. I bought a set that I usually use. Xiaoye is very grateful. Xiaochun also brought a rice cooker. This is an iron supplement snack. Let's fill our stomachs first. Do you have period pain? Usually, I have heavy flow for 1 or 2 days and then it's fine. Xiaoye is very envious. Every time during my period, I feel all sorts of discomfort. Xiaochun suggested that she go to the gynecologist. It's not that exaggerated. You should pay attention to this issue. Consulting a doctor might help alleviate it. Xiaoye gladly accepted. I'll go make rice balls for you. I like this flavor. Are you from Northeast China? Then let's make miso grilled rice balls, okay? Xiaochun only knows how to make rice balls. Just roll it casually. Just spread the sauce on top and it's done. But Xiaoye finds it very delicious. Expressed gratitude again before parting. I hope to become as strong as you. Don't stubbornly persist when you're not in a good state. That's absolutely right. Although they are all women, each person is different. Just be yourself. Xiaoye is now filled with joy from the bottom of her heart. Although occasionally she gets upset over trivial matters in life. But with the appearance of Xiaochun, it's like a warm sun shining into her heart. Once her period is over, Xiaoye immediately regains her fighting spirit. The next day, Xiaochun took her to the market in a second-hand car. Recently thinking of selling the car, but worried about selling it cheap. Pay attention. Go to Car Guru for a free valuation directly. Enter the car model, registration date, and mileage for a free valuation. high recycling prices and reliable trade-in for a new car, and get a high-price car subsidy. Easily switch to a new car. Quickly get a free valuation in the bottom left corner. Selling early can earn more. Afterwards, the two of them started making dumplings together. Xiaoyi felt excited at the thought of making a lot of dumplings today. She felt inexplicably excited. She even prepared beer on purpose. Because the more you drink with dumplings, the better it tastes. But Xiao Chun said she only likes to eat dumplings with rice. Xiaoyi was a little curious. It turned out Xiao Chun was discriminated against by men when she first started working. Which normal woman would order 3 portions of dumplings and a bowl of rice? Dumplings must be eaten with beer. Xiao Chun angrily ordered a large glass of draft beer. She drank it all in one gulp. Can we eat dumplings with rice now? So that's how it is. That man is indeed a bit annoying. Unexpectedly, Xiao Chun said she could have a little drink today as an exception. Celebrating your recovery from a serious illness. A sudden joke made Xiaoyi laugh. Finally finished wrapping the dumplings. Time to start cooking. Prepare the vinegar, soy sauce, and chili oil. I can already smell the fragrance. Cheers, cheers. And then the first scene happened. Watching Xiaochun eat heartily, Xiaoye was stunned again. Seeking spiritual solace in what they like, and the satisfaction gained from it, is indescribable in words. Xiaochun, you really eat so deliciously. Laughed. The two women laughed freely in the warm winter sun. But unexpectedly, something unexpected happened. Xiaochun has refused to eat together 3 times recently. Xiaoye couldn't help but ask a colleague, "Are you in love?" "No, we're just friends." It could be inconvenient or intentionally avoided. Xiaoye looked puzzled. The colleague suggested directly asking about the situation. Since you're friends, it's better to be honest with each other. But Xiaoye was a bit tipsy. Indeed, Xiaoye hadn't considered Xiaochun's feelings. Perhaps we are just neighbors. What if the layer of dining companionship is gone, my relationship with her? Without realizing it, I ended up thinking and doing more. In the end, I decided to give one to the neighbor. Unexpectedly, the next morning, Xiaochun took the initiative to knock on the door. "Thank you for your salmon and eggs. I had ramen as a late-night snack yesterday." The woman felt a little secretly pleased. What's even more surprising is, Xiaochun unexpectedly invited her to go out and play on the weekend. Do you want to go out together this weekend?" "What? Mainly because work has been busy recently. I haven't had a chance to eat with you either." "Then let's meet up this weekend." Xiaoye was so excited she almost jumped up. A 37-year-old young woman going on a trip with friends for the first time. What kind of wonderful surprises will happen? The woman spent 10 hours making food, just to make a bento for the neighbor. But the neighbor couldn't even pick up the chopsticks. This is too kawaii. Xiaochun feels very heartwarming. There is a neighbor who loves cooking but has a small appetite. It's really a blessing from a past life. Xiaochun finished the delicious food in 3 minutes. "Thank you for the hospitality, it was a feast." That day, the two foodie friends made a plan to travel together. Unexpectedly, Xiaochun arranged the first stop to be the market. But it was exactly what Xiaoyi wanted. "The weather is quite nice today. How about taking a stroll by the seaside while we're at it?" Xiaoyi was actually ecstatic inside. However, the expression of a mature 37-year-old woman is still somewhat reserved. However, at the moment of seeing the sea, she couldn't suppress the 17-year-old girl's heart in her. So comfortable, the seaside is really nice. Xiaoyi really enjoys this simple beauty. They arrived at the destination an hour later. But Xiaoyi was still immersed in joy. "Sorry, I was just too happy and haven't calmed down yet. Koharu is worried if she's feeling unwell." "It's okay, she's just too happy." "It's fine, she's just having too much fun." "It's okay, let's go." "Sure, let's go." Arrived at the market, Koharu is even more excited. The vegetables here are big and good. You can tell at a glance that they are very fresh. Carrots are only 89 yuan. This is too cheap. Then let's buy some to take back. Koharu really wants to bring all the ingredients here back home. This pumpkin is especially heavy. Koharu is feeling confused inside. I've only seen this expression on women buying clothes before. I also really like tuna. This is super aromatic spice. This is rosemary. It can be used for decoration and as an ingredient. Koharu is standing by as if listening to a foreign language. There's even a small shop selling ice cream in the market. Let's buy one together and try it. Koharu finished eating in 3 bites. Kono was a bit surprised, but she felt truly satisfied inside. It had been a long time since she had such a fulfilling weekend. Koharu felt the same way. She rarely spent weekends with others. I also didn't have many good friends around after coming to this city to work. There weren't really any close friends around. So naturally, the option of going out together on weekends didn't exist. But in the future, the two of us can do things like today. Go out more often. And as long as you're willing, I'll continue to cook for you. Being with you is really relaxing and joyful. I hope we can have more opportunities to hang out in the future. Kono seemed to become a bit incoherent. That ice cream cone is melting. Oh no, it's melting. Actually, Koharu has always been a bit of a loner. Few people would say they are happy when with her. But she agreed with Kono. I would also be happy if I could spend more time playing with you, Kono. Ono was stunned. Turned and invited Koharu to have a big dinner together in the evening. I'm looking forward to it. Your ice cream melted again, Miss Nemoto. Wait a moment. Back home, the two immediately started making pumpkin pudding. Wrap it in cling film and put it in the microwave. Heat the milk and then add the sugar. Wait for the pumpkin to cook. Then cut it open and scoop out the flesh. Mix and strain. Then you have to wait another 4 hours. Dinner might be a bit late tonight. Let's meet up a bit later then. Will it be too late if I finish showering around 10 p.m? Not late at all. It's totally fine. It feels like a sleepover at a friend's house, doesn't it? Should we prepare for bed first like this and then meet up? Yes, with flying inches. The pumpkin pudding is finally a success. Xiaoyi specially prepared caramel. Smooth, fragrant, and delicious. A spoonful down, endless aftertaste. Xiao Chun finished in 10 seconds. Xiaoyi looked silly again. The rice eater couldn't help but cut another plate. But Xiao Chun suddenly felt very serious. I have been to that market countless times, but never thought of making pumpkin into pudding. It's because you are here that I can appreciate a different kind of beauty. I never thought of making the whole pumpkin into pudding. It's because you are here that we could make it like this. Anyway, thank you. The two foodies immersed in the joy of food. The next day back at the office, everyone is discussing how to spend Christmas. A female colleague mentioned having a crush, but she's too scared to ask him out. Her friends are encouraging her to be brave. I'm not sure what to do, but if I get rejected, I won't be able to recover, right? I can't take it anymore. So cute. Xiaoyi is very envious. She's been single for 37 years and never dated. Love may not be a necessity. Mutual support and care are what matters. Xiaoyi decided to make oden today, but upon returning home after shopping for ingredients, she realized she bought too much. Luckily, she has a big eater to share with now. Xiaoyi's dedication to cooking is gradually influencing Xiao Chun. The two of them enthusiastically made egg tofu pouches together. A large pot of oden was successfully completed. Wow, it looks really good. I'm starting, let's eat. Watching Koharu eat bite after bite. In an instant, half the pot was finished. Yum Ino ate a small bite with satisfaction. It's very flavorful, it's soaked in well. It's my first time eating such delicious tofu pouches. You really like eggs, don't you? Because every time you eat omelette rice, pudding, and boiled eggs, you are always so happy. Koharu has a special fondness for eggs. But Yum Ino suggests a new way to eat. You can mix sake with the broth from oden. It's simply heavenly delicious. Girls with small appetites love drinking soup, which Koharu can't understand. But Koharu also wants to try it. It's really delicious. Enjoying a perfect meal, Yum Ino asked if she goes back to her hometown for the new year. Koharu mentioned that she hasn't been back in 10 years. I am also considering whether to go home for the Chinese New Year. Christmas is coming soon, do you have any plans? I don't really have any feelings about Christmas. After all, it is a foreign holiday. If it's possible, if you don't mind.